Hello from Southern Ontario, Canada. It's February 5th. I think it's important that we be watching what's happening with the European farmers' revolt. Not just here in Canada, but I do mean here in Canada. Let us not forget. Justin Trudeau is a WEF minion, and all this business all comes back to the WEF and the net zero agenda. But let's remain in Europe for the moment. France, Germany, the Netherlands, Denmark, Romania, Poland, Portugal, Greece, Ireland, and Malta. The farmers are all in. It's referred to as revolt. It's beyond protesting. I had thought Scotland was in there as well, but I couldn't find them today. Part of my point. You got to go looking for this stuff. It doesn't come up in the algorithms. Here in Canada, they don't want us to know what's going on over there. They certainly don't want us to be inspired by it. Before I forget, I want to point out that Canada, here, our Minister of Agriculture and everything, has said in the past, although it's at the moment, that this net zero stuff and farming's got to go. So, we see in Europe that there's a huge popularity amongst the populace supporting the farmers. Fishermen, truck drivers, cab drivers. In France, what was it, 89% of the population behind the farmers. It all goes to the European Union Parliament. Let's put a hypothetical scenario here. The cab driver in, pick any one of these aforementioned countries, goes, well, wait a minute, because we saw this in France. Their government was trying to make some concessions to the farmers. The farmers were saying, we want this, that, and the other thing. Well, we can make this and we can work with that, but we can't do anything there because it comes from the European Union Parliament. So the cab driver goes, wait a minute. What do you mean? My government, I'll just say the cab driver in France, then makes the realization that his government is being dictated to by the EU, which again leads us back to the WEF. And hence, in some degree, the popularity of the populace's support, as they realize in their country, whatever country it is, the cab driver in France in this case, that again, they're being dictated to by powers that they didn't elect. So, my point is, then, we're seeing all across Europe this farmers' protest, revolt. Well, again, the populace is realizing this comes back to the European Union Parliament. And they're having an election for their MEPs, members of the European Parliament, in June. Yes, June election. And it looks like the MEPs are going to be very much, well, the right is becoming popular in European politics. Again, all going back to the realization that it's about more than just food and farmers. I hope I made that clear. I kind of got rambly there. But you see my point, I'm hoping. And we'll have to look further into how the electoral process works for the MEPs in the Parliament of, well, the EU. I don't think I got all that really too clear, did I? Well, I gave it a college try anyways.